Check, 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 check. Hey, yo, welcome. You are now tuned in to another episode of Carter Bench, the world's #1 interactive live stream, Chelsea themed, of course, with your host, Matt Marshall, and the true blue, Alexis Janae with me. What's happening?
Hey, guys.
What's happening? It's been a rough couple of weeks for us Chelsea fans, but it's a good time for us all to come and get together and tap in. Speaking of which, let me just tap into some of our regulars. Liam Delap Hater in the building. What's happening? Terminator Match Day in the building. Chartits, as always, in the building. Good to see all of you guys. Hopefully more come in. I want to remind you, if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that like button at the bottom of the screen. Hit that thumbs up button. Let everybody know we're in here. Chelsea FC. We're proper Chels. We're not going to go too crazy. Man, the international break couldn't have come soon enough. We're going to get into some of the last games we have seen since we've last done this stream, and then we get into the interactive live stream. So I just want to remind everybody, you guys can either tap in to the pinned comment down, pinned comment on YouTube. You can tap in up top. There's a QR code you can scan. Alexis will show you. It'll just pop up on your phone. You can do the survey with us or follow me down below. We got it all for you. Come in. We're not going to make it any easier to tap in. It should be easy. Alexis, happy Thursday to you. We usually do this on Friday, so this is a nice little, we got to switch something up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Easy energy.
Something's got to switch up.
Something got to change.
Something's got to change. The Lap Hater said Depression FC.
Depression FC, and it's not far off, man. It is not far off. It's tough, but we still ride for our team. And honestly, I have a couple of stats that maybe will give us some pause and allow us to reflect on where we've been and where we're going. And maybe we won't be so angry with how things are going. But
maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Depends.
I don't know. Well, we'll see. Well, let's start with Everton then. Everton FC, we faced them at home last weekend. It's the last game that we have had since our last stream. Any initial thoughts? Any?
Okay, so you know it was a bad game when SofaScore's highest rated player on Chelsea is Tosin.
Yeah. Wait, what? Wait, how?
And that's how bad everybody else was.
Everybody else just played that.
So in that last game, I mean, João Pedro was at like 6.5. You got Enzo 6.6. Tosin was rated from SofaScore at a 7.
Oh my God.
Being our highest rated player that game.
Yeah, he probably
that's how you know it was a bad game.
He completed 2 passes in the 5 minutes he played, 10 minutes he played.
Right.
Absolute garbage, man. Yeah.
That was just, I mean, after that game, I've solidified that we need a new goalie. That's not to take away anything Sanchez has done. It's just I can see the future, meaning if managers, again, are trying to play this style, which we talked about a couple weeks ago, if playing out the back is something that they want to do and aren't willing to change, we can't. I mean, that was such a bad game for Sanchez. And now it's becoming more of like, we've been backing him. We've been backing him after 1 bad game. We've been backing him after 2 bad games. Now you're kind of reverting back into who you were last season. So what do you want from us?
Yeah, and I think Rossini is going to take some responsibility for that too. That
100%.
That middle of the road, just want to try new keepers out at the dog end of the season. It's just
I actually saw that Sanchez, he had all those clean sheets under Maresca. So we can clearly see this style of play that Rossini is integrating isn't sufficient for the level of our goalkeepers.
Yeah, not the foot skill level, at least. Yeah, and I agree with you. I've seen a lot of things on the internet, and I've had to kind of take my confirmation bias away from it and look myself. But I do think it is true what they say. Maresca wanted to play with Sanchez's feet last year and learned. And then he learned, and then he started allowing Sanchez to kind of launch it out and create a process. But still, when I think about Maresca's system as a whole, even if we weren't playing out of the back as much as, trying to trust our keeper as much as Rafinha, and I'm watching the highlights too as I see, and Beto could have had a hat trick just off of Sanchez mistakes. But even that, I still I remember the slow passing Maresca style of play.
Right.
And I mean, honestly, it was shades of some of the stuff Arsenal was doing this.
Yeah, I'm not saying I want that back at all.
Yeah.
I think what I'm saying is like, towards the tail end of the season, I think that's when you really figure out how good teams really are. And this is the tail end of our season. And I mean, Sanchez is showing these little cracks, and it's like, all right, man. Yeah. I think at the end of the season, granted, you're tired, so is everyone else.
So is everybody. We're all
tired.
tired.
I think it shows.
The fans are tired too.
Yeah, I think it shows your level. And also, speaking of tired players in that game, Fofana.
Yeah, man. Wow. I don't know if that's tired. I don't know if that's just lax.
Lazy.
Fofana, exactly. But he's also got a lazy disposition. Whereas
yes.
In certain players, in like attacking players, you know who else got a lazy disposition? Cole Palmer.
Oh, 100%,
yeah,
100%.
exactly. So like for certain players, it actually works to your benefit because you're like, this guy's not doing anything, and next thing he megs you, he 1-2s and he scores or whatever,
right.
which we haven't seen this year, granted. But yeah, like I don't want no lazy disposition center backs either. Now I liked it for a while because I was like, Fofana's good with his feet, but there's no way.
Relying too much on that and having poor defensive positioning.
Yeah, poor defensive acumen. There's no way a player can stand right next to you and beat you in a foot race. Granted, it was a great ball. I don't know who.
No, he was too tight to him. Yeah.
Drewsbury Hall, I think had or I don't remember who actually played the ball, but I just remember. And again, I've said this a million times, and people believe me when I tell you this. I don't know everything about the game, but I know this: if there's no pressure on the ball, you drop. That is like a golden rule as a defender. Yeah. There's no pressure on the ball. Obviously, we tried to press the midfield. They got out of it, and the guy looked up. The second he looks up, you start backpedaling. You don't, whatever. It was a great ball, but yeah, Fofana multiple times, honestly.
Multiple times. And then Sanchez's the second goal blunder.
Yeah. And I also blame that goal again. I put that more on Fofana for me. Obviously, Sanchez is supposed to be an elite shot stopper. This ball kind of bounces through your legs. It was a hard shot, Sometimes
and
it happens.
At this point, it's like I can't keep backing you, Rob, as this shot stopper.
Right.
And this isn't the first error in this way. Okay, we get the errors with your feet, but now you're having errors with what's supposed to be your best attribute. At the end of the day, if we are going to be challenging to be higher up the table, to actually be able to compete in Champions League, we just don't have a good enough goalie.
Yeah. I would like Rob to maybe remain and fight against another, because I also really can't think off the top of my head of any like super top keepers who might be available to come play for Chelsea around the world.
Who would be available with our system.
I don't know what happened to Ederson for City.
Right. He kind of fell off, which I thought was weird because in all honesty, I thought he was world class. I thought he was one of the best keepers in the world.
Literally, it was like him and Allison. It was like, damn, Brazil.
I know. And then even Martinez fell into that boat at the same time. So I thought that was weird. They kind of just dropped.
Yeah, you're right. Emi Martinez dropped super level since the World Cup. He's dropped. Yeah. We've seen Aaron Ramsdale kind of drop off. We've seen Jordan Pickford, he kind of, floats back and forth. So yeah, like I guess the keeper position is definitely a form position, and it's something I've never really realized.
And then hear me out. My issue, I guess, right now that I'm having with Rafinha, and I wanted to bring up some words from like Thierry Henry. He made it very clear when he was playing that he would change his game depending on like who he was playing with, like the weight of passes, this and that. Playing to teammates' strengths to maximize the team's performance.
Yeah.
My thing is, I feel like our players do not do that well based on who's on the pitch next to them. It's like some of our turnovers are like a lack of understanding of who you're playing alongside with.
Right.
And then with Rafinha, it's like, okay, I know you're begging to implement your style of play. We do not have a keeper who is good enough with their feet. What's so bad with like
trying to change, like reform the strategy a little bit, like
to their strengths. We, at the end of the day, Sanchez isn't going to get better with his feet.
Yeah.
Not within the rest of this season. So my issues are I don't feel like our teammates are playing to each other's strengths, and I also don't think the manager is getting the best out of our defense, as good as our defense can be.
Certainly, right.
Because he's got the best out of João Pedro, things like this. I'm struggling to understand this, and I just don't think playing at the back is necessary in this point of the season.
Yeah. It's funny. It's a tale of just different season perspectives, right?
Yeah.
At the beginning of the season, we have all these players. We won the World Cup. We got Estevao in here. He's cooking Barcelona, this and that. And we're wanting Maresca to be more tactically interesting going forward, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then we get in Racine. Granted, Maresca had done enough. I'll go back to some of our previous streams. We were like big upping Tosin for a couple weeks. Obviously it was early in the season, but Maresca had Tosin at least like winning headers, staying solid.
Say decent,
right?
Okay.
Then we bring in Racine, and again, you and me and everybody is kind of feeling the fresh new manager bump. Obviously, we win 8 games out of 10 in the first 10 games. And we're seeing an offensive style that is now, like you said, it's now unlocking João Pedro. It's now creating some really nice triangles in the midfield.
Right.
And then our defense goes to absolute shit. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
Right.
And we talked about it, though. We talked about how are we going to play attacking front foot football without the back end of that?
Without a strong back end. It's impossible. And I think, I think probably Racine is seeing stuff in training and he's like, all right, we have the players. And then he gets out there and it's like, no, we don't have the total package, bro. Like
we don't. If you're having to put Hato at center back and things like that, we are in such disarray.
Yeah, hodgepodge.
Back.
Yeah.
That last game, I mean, this past week, they've been hard games to watch our team be like, how do we figure this out? How do we play in this system? How do we deal with the manager change mid-season? And then to lose 3 goals and then and then I also just think at the end of the day, sorry to hop on him again, but Palmer, you just haven't done enough. You haven't talk about one season wonder type.
No, let's not go that far. Hey, yo, she trying to smite my boy. No, I feel you. It's like,
man's trademarked the celebration.
Man got the trademark celebration and hasn't used it since.
No, I know.
Like, legitimately, maybe 1 or 2 PKs. But again, like even when I watch the Everton game, I'm watching the highlights over right now. And again, in a team that's clicking, even this level of Cole Palmer is beneficial. But work, and maybe I'm just a little too light. Y'all tell me, chat, you can tell me, but maybe I'm a little too reasonable or too sweet on my boy Palmer. But you can tell what he's doing. You can tell he's trying to unlock things, but it's just like we don't have enough. And it's like somehow the partnership, João Pedro started to come up, but Cole Palmer was still injured in that time.
Right.
So they still don't.
Maybe they haven't had time.
They definitely don't have a partnership clicking, and we still don't see that.
Yeah, I would say that, and I just think we're just in disarray when you're having to play Garnacho and Neto at the same time. You have 2 of the same exact wingers on opposite flanks.
Right.
It's like, I think it's just disarray. Tough. This last game was tough to watch. We just got outplayed.
Yeah, we got outplayed, and quite frankly, we were going out at goal. I'm remembering the Enzo Fernandez volley in the bar.
Yeah, he had several chances.
We had several chances. It's just kind of like when your center back just gets run past and your goalie gets chipped. I mean, that is a like mental.
Yeah, no, I can see our guys' mentality. That's the biggest thing I could see.
Mentality.
They're kind of like, how is this happening?
Yeah.
Delap
has got a lot to say about Chelsea, obviously, true to his name. He says Cole Palmer is overrated, world class at pins. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's tough to even.
I agree, and I think the issue is kind of what you were saying is like the lazy disposition. Like, okay, that's just you, but when you're off, it's even more noticeable because that's kind of just like the way you go through things.
1,000%. And I've seen it in ballers all around the world. Like,
Yeah.
The first one that comes to mind is Rafa Leao. Like, I think Rafa Leao is an absolute baller, but at times he looks disinterested. And then if he's not being given in the play, and if he's off form or not playing well, folks start calling him lazy and stuff like, like, it's like, yeah. It's like, come on, bro.
Remember that video I sent you about the guy talking about Cole because he hangs out with all the rappers?
Oh, yeah. He was like, wait, and did we find an answer to that? Did Cole Palmer show up at Gunna's concert on Wednesday? I don't think so.
I know. I kind of wonder. He was saying he questions his dedication to football.
Yeah.
I mean, hey.
Yeah. I guess Cole didn't show up. He might have saw Buddy's stream and he didn't show up.
I know.
And I agree. I don't agree. I understand the sentiment, but again, it's the same thing as a lazy disposition. Like these are humans at the end of the day. If you got an off day, bro, you can go into a concert. You're Cole Palmer, bro. Like, I mean,
man's got clout.
Man's got clout, right? Like, and there might be a day if he continues to, if he gets past this like weirdness and continues to move up. Like, I remember there was a point where Cristiano, and it was really early in Cristiano's career, but like he said, I couldn't even go to Disneyland. Like, so yeah, go and get all of your rappers, go and get all your fun in at some point, because there's going to be another point where it's like,
it gets big time.
Yeah, I guess before you get big time, or it's just like, and I feel bad about, like youth players in the same ranks, because like when I was growing up, at least, and you tell me how yours was, but like, it was fun until like maybe it was like time to go to college and things like that, right? Like the game was just always fun, like high school games, whatever. For these kids, I'm seeing Instagrams where they're out and training. They're like 13 years old and they're doing all these drills and they're going to camps every weekend. And like, God bless the parents for all that stuff, but still, even the kids, like that's not a life. And I can't even imagine overseas, the competition, the pressure, like everybody's like getting early.
The being a professional footballer for them, because the reality of it is, okay, cool. Yeah. You've got the drip, you've got the houses, you've got this and that, but like in exchange for your life, like you don't have a life at all.
Millions of dollars don't get you an extra lung. Millions of dollars don't help your mental health. Like it does, like there's things that need to happen, And quite frankly, there's only certain amount of athletes who have that like Cristiano Mamba mentality where they're just dedicated. It's the game, married to the game.
So hear me out. And the issues that I was having is like, again, you're putting Palmer on this absolute pedestal when you've got players like Yamal who, are battling that same injury and just true baller, true baller.
It's like, there's a difference between being a baller. And this is kind of why I think it's funny. There's a difference between being a baller and going to work. And I think about Pep's teams more often than anything when I think about it. Like Holland is a baller, and we've seen it, and we've seen him be unlocked. But when you're going to work every day, when you're playing on a team, and we're both strikers, we understand this.
Right.
When you do not get touches on the ball, when you do not feel in the game, that is tough. Even when you're being mentally trained to go, hey, look, bro, you're not going to get but 5 touches, and all of those touches are going to be on target. Like, just stay locked in. It's still, it's tough. You know what I mean? Versus the guys who just, be on the ball all the time. Like, again, there's ballers in this game, and there's guys who have to come and do the job. And especially for Premier League teams, it's a grind. And especially now we're in March. It's a grind.
And I mean, you can see it. I just wish our boys had a little bit more in them, in the sense of like, okay, Everton's able to pull out this 3-0 win.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, I know it's a grind, but again, this is your
job. It is your job. Whether you like it or not, or whether it's a grind or not, I get it.
I just don't like the lack of accountability, especially defensively. Our whole defense, aside from obviously Kukurea, James, the outsides, we just need a clear wipeout and just a fresh start. I think we need a fresh start from Sanchez in general. I think at this point, this last game really showed him back to the old, It
stunk. Bad shot stopping, bad on the ball, lack of focus. It stunk for sure.
Yeah.
and we need to change that. I just want to highlight, we got, I think, a newcomer into this starter bench stream. Our boy Sharif. What's up, Sharif? He says, Chelsea now in deep, deep trouble. There's a position. It's not good in this situation, but Chelsea is a die-hard situation every match coming up. Should defeat, if this happens, they have a chance to regain. So I think we really need to focus on these last couple of matches. Hopefully this international break really is like a refocus. And it happens. Like I looked it up. Last year we had this April international break. We had 4 games left and we went 4 for 4, 12 points, 4 in a row, and that included Everton, Liverpool.
But we're not comfortable with that as Chelsea fans.
No, we're not. We're not. But I think we need to get to the summer. And that's, unfortunately, that was our last year prophecy too.
I know.
By January, it was like, yo, we just need to get to the summer, bro. Like, we got top 4, and then we got all excited again, and then we had essentially a very similar season. But
we need some serious changes, because this last game for me, it just showed all the holes. Like I feel like we've been able to get by with we mainly just need like the center back switch. But this last game was like,
no,
shoot.
I was saying the same thing. We're 2 center backs away from being just an elite team, but no. We're multiple center backs. We're a keeper. And maybe a couple wingers away from really competing.
And a backup striker. And it sucks that it's now like coming to the surface of, oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I want to give you a feeling of at least hope. Again, we ended the season well last year after kind of a really similar, just annoying season. We started off so well, and then we got kind of garbage, and then Cole Palmer drought and all that. And we ended the season with 63 points. Again, 4 out of 4 wins. Last year, 4 out of 4 wins with this last with this.
I thought. Oh, okay. I thought last season was 69. Was it the season before that was 63?
This season we have an opportunity. If we win every game starting now from 48 points, we have 7 games left. We have a possibility of 69 points. I can double check.
Okay.
I think we finished last season with 69 points. Here, I'll check right now. 24-25. Chelsea. No, we finished with 69 points. Oh shit. Well, damn.
Makes things. I know. Hey, no, at this point. So last week.
So we need to win 7 out of 7 just to meet last year's expectations.
Because last week, we had the chance of getting 73 points max. Now that is down to 70. So literally, in order for us to improve, we need to win every single game we have left. If we don't, then we haven't improved from last season. Point blank.
7 out of 7. The matches we have coming up, we have obviously Port Vale in the FA Cup. We still have FA Cup, we have.
We also still have to play City and
Man City, Man United, Brighton, Forest, Liverpool, Tottenham, and Sunderland. I mean, it's not an easy.
Oh, this isn't pretty.
It's not an easy road, right? It's not the easiest, but
so yes, in order to see out games like an Everton, like this, like a Leeds, like those, the whole back line and our goalie, we need just completely changed. It's got to be stronger. And again, with Blue Co's model, unless they're going to wake up, we're likely still going to recruit some kids.
Yeah, I'm really interested what Blue Co do this summer. I mean, obviously, like you're as an owner. You're an owner. You're not going to listen to exactly what the fans are saying. We don't know the full insight financially or, culturally at the club in that way. But you've been here now almost 4 years. You've seen how this has gone. You brought in the Graham Potters of the world and the Pochettinos. And obviously then you kind of shifted the model. There needs to be some accountability. And Rosenior himself, who I'm hearing has slightly more control than Maresca did. That's what the tabloids are saying. I think he deserves a summer where he goes and picks some players that he thinks will really, really be, suited for this team. That's all we can say. That's all we can say about that.
Things about Rosenior, but we can get to the survey.
Let's move on. Let's at least get some interaction here. For those watching, again, follow the instructions below. You can also click the pinned comment if you're watching on YouTube. We're going to get the survey. And I also want to remind everybody, if you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button for us. Hit the like button down below. Let everybody know we're in here. It is Starter Bench CFC. You can find us on Instagram. These are our Instagram handles, our personals as well. So you can always tap in with us. We're always willing to come and talk Chelsea with you. That's why we do this weekly. We're always here. So subscribe for us. Tap in. We're going to get to the first survey questions. I'm actually going to skip all of these because these are topics from last week. Anyway, we move. First question of the day. I just want you to arrange your top four. Who do you think will finish top four this season? It's still a tight race, relatively tight. Obviously, Arsenal are 9 points ahead of City. And then it's, United, but then it goes United 1 point ahead of Villa, who's 3 points ahead of, or 5 points ahead of Liverpool, who's 1 point ahead of Chelsea. Like, we could still have an opportunity of getting top four. We match up with City and Liverpool. So rank your top four. The rest don't really matter. Drop your options, and I'm going to drop mine as well. Akila, I missed some of your comments the last time you tapped in on Instagram. I'm going to see what you said. I'm back like I never left, is what Akila said. We should stop gassing our midfield. That's an interesting one.
Yo, wait, huh? I feel like our mid doesn't have problems.
Our mid is the only thing.
I feel like our mid's the only thing that actually doesn't have. Well, hold on.
Well, hold on. Exactly.
Are you considering our little triangle of like CDM and our two kind of our two CDMs and like Cam? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you including our wingers? Because if you're incling our wingers, okay.
You're including our wingers.
If you're talking about our little triangle,
tap in, brother. Let us know, because I'm curious. I'm curious too. I'm a little like, I think we have a good midfield, though. I did want to bring this up and like, what happened to Andre Santos? What did he do to Rosinia? Because it was the Jorgensen game.
There's just not room for him. Like,
I get it, but Lavia's been injured all year. Like, I feel like, and maybe Lavia's really been showing stuff in training. Because again, I rate him.
I rate Lavia over Santos.
Yeah, I do too.
That's the thing. It's like, and unless you're putting top end performances every single game, at the end of the day, when that player who has your spot is healthy, they will take that spot back.
Yeah.
And Santos isn't good enough for me to start every single game all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think it's like, we were winning with Santos. But again, I don't want anybody.
I'm not saying we're losing without Santos.
Yeah, we're not losing without Santos. We're not. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was weird. I just
think, again, as we were saying, last game, it just exposed, oh, shoot, like we need more players than we think. We've spent a ton of money, and we're not really seeing the outcome of that.
Yeah, I understand. I get that. Again, everybody tap on in to the survey. You can follow the instructions down below if you want to tap in. It looks like a lot of people are saying that we're going to just finish top five. We're going to finish exactly as we see right now.
But we're in 6 right now. That's not top 5.
We're in 6. We can't finish top 5. I think we can get 5. I think the Liverpool thing is just a weird toss up. Like, I think Man United are gonna squeak by. They're just doing just enough.
I know.
And I don't really have a lot of faith in Villa, but I also don't see Villa dropping below Liverpool. So it's like we have to usurp Liverpool and Villa.
I see Villa dropping behind Liverpool just because the way we smack them 4-1.
Yeah.
My thing is, I think at the end of the day, maybe these other teams will do us a service for us to get up there, but like, we will not be doing this on our own strength. I can tell you that. And we are 1 loss away from either Brentford or Everton hopping us.
Coming over us? That would be horrible, bro.
We are 1 loss away. So what? Our next game is against City?
City. We got City on our way back.
If we lose that game and if Brentford and Everton win, it's
downhill from there.
Yeah, it's over.
And if we lose that game unceremoniously, I can definitely see United. Like, we can beat United. Like, let's not get it twisted. I'm just hoping our players. Like, I'm just hoping Enzo gets some some much deserved rest, but also some like maybe Messi can talk to him, even though Messi's kind of down bad right now.
Hanging out.
Right. I don't know.
Argentina camp, they hang out.
I don't know what Argentina is doing right now. Actually, a lot of them are down bad. Like we said, Emi Martinez is down bad. Messi and buddy in the middle, who I can't think of his name right now. DePaul is down bad. But, maybe they, again, like getting away but still playing kind of reawakens you. You know what I mean? Like, I think João Pedro is definitely going to kind of come back, after trying to show Brazil, the Seleção, what he's got.
There's a lot of games, though. And the thing is, we could have avoided this if we had a better bench. And obviously that was also exposed with PSG. You can see that with Arsenal, this and that. Like, we would have been better off if we had a better bench. If you can switch between Delap and Zhao each game, but you just can't.
You can't. And that was really what it was supposed to be. And it was what it was supposed to be. Yeah. So interesting how this ended up this year. So interesting. So
yeah. And I mean, even with Isak being injured, they would have had that switch of like, okay, Ekitike, Isak. So it's like, for us, we have to be challenging for 2 elite strikers. Zhao is fine. I'm fine with him.
Totally fine.
But yeah, I think we've dug our own hole, if I'm being honest.
I'm glad you brought that up. Let's go ahead and move from the top 4. It doesn't look like anybody has any faith in us finishing top 4 or 5. That's the last Champions League spot. Keep in mind,
do you have faith in us?
I do, because 1, I think Villa and Liverpool are so close, and 2, I think Villa and Liverpool are in the same position. Like if we beat Villa 4-1, I think we can beat Liverpool. Like that's just how I feel. And again, we would still need to beat City, get points against City. We need to get points off of United. Brighton. We still have a long ways to go, but I think we can squeeze into top 4. Hopefully Esteval's back and adds a little boost.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just the center backs, bro. Like, God, like y'all need to do something. Speaking of which,
whoa,
you got 4 opportunities. Click 4, sell 4. Sell 4. Because here's the thing. Like, here's the math I did. I was about to say sell 5, but we've got 7 here, right? We're definitely gonna need to bring in one.
Okay.
Colwell's coming off an injury. Sar is like brand new. Like HM, forget Sar, actually. You can do whatever you want. Pong and Hato are the only ones I want you to consider. Like, I put them in the center backs, but they are dual players. And technically, Pong is a right back and Hato's a left back, for real. Those are backups to our wing backs, really. But obviously, we've needed them here. But just as players, just as people who you've seen play today, sell 4. Come on and pick.
Okay.
Is it tough or is it? I know. It's like, I mean, 2 are absolutes. 2 are absolutes. One is like a man, like I got to give you a chance.
I picked Tosin, Hato, Badiashile, and Sar.
I did the exact same thing.
You did?
I did the exact same thing. I can't justify selling either Josh or Hato.
No.
And they've put, they've just had to get in where they fit in. Trev Chalobah, at this point, like you have to stay. You are proper Chels. You've been through enough. We tried to get rid of you last season. It didn't work out. The FIFA guys.
He can stay as long as he's supported by an elite center back.
He needs an elite center back. Yeah, I want Chalobah to come off the bench. I'm saying that. But I also, who's not in here, and I'm just realizing, and it would have made this 4 so much easier.
Wait.
He's just been out of my head this whole time.
Wait, let me guess.
Who is missing from this?
Okay, hold on.
Wait a minute. It's so funny that we're...
Wait, can I get a hint?
No, you cannot get a hint.
Okay, wait.
What current Chelsea center back is missing from this, y'all? This is a 2-part question.
Okay, which Chelsea center back is missing?
I know. The Chelsea center backs have been so bad you can't even remember.
I feel like
there's a very significant Chelsea center back missing from this list of 4 that we have to sell. Adam said Tosin, go and send him.
Is it Fofana?
It is Wesley Fofana. Wesley Fofana, the original 7-year contract man, is missing. I would absolutely sell him, and I would keep Sar, to be perfectly honest. That's where I'm
those
at.
are fighting words.
That's where I'm at with Fofana. Between the injuries and the now that you're finally back and you're just not up to snuff, I can't do it. I can't do it. Delap, it's not bad ball knowledge. It is absolute fatigue. We have CB fatigue at this club, man. It's crazy. Akila says, do you guys think if we had Maresca, we'd be guaranteed top 4? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm sorry. I can't even.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
You know what?
We were trending down in when did
I think it's interesting. Do I think the thing is, I didn't really enjoy Maresca because it was kind of boring for me.
It was boring football. It was shitty press conferences. And it was like, and you're not giving our best players confidence. Like, nah, bro.
But boring might have given us stability.
Boring, we would have definitely not conceded 3 against Everton.
Right. Boring might have just ended up with a lot of draws.
Yeah, you're right. If we had drew some of these games that we ended up losing,
boring might have just got us,
or held on to the wins on some of these games that we ended up drawing, Burnley's and Sunderland.
I think with our profile and our personnel, like as the fans, we want that bit of excitement.
Yeah. Give us something to want for. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot I want for. Do you want to answer this or you want to keep moving? Actually, you know what? We got a Racine question coming, Adam. So I see your question. We'll keep it in the back pocket, but we're going to keep it moving. Again, participate in the survey. All you got to do is jump on your phone, go to minty.com. If you're only watching us on your phone, you can just quickly jump over tabs. Actually, I don't know how you make that work. To be honest,
probably can. Apple's got a lot.
Apple's got a lot of features. Yeah. You're right. The dual screen thing is something.
I know that's top.
Right.
Apple having the dual screen thing, and then the way it stays on while I'm doing stuff, I'm like, whoa.
We love that.
Out it.
Attack them. All right. I did defenders. Let's do attackers. I didn't leave it. I don't think I left anyone off this list. You just need to sell 4. I think this will be a little bit easier than defenders, but not that much easier.
Okay, hear me out. This is where I'm stumped. I'm ready to vote, but you know me. I have genuinely backed Neto. I've backed him because of what he's done for the club. If you look at his GA numbers, I think since he's been one of the top wingers in that way. My issue is I just don't know how I see his future long term.
That is an excellent way to think about it.
I'm a little bit stumped, you know?
If you're not at his level, if you are not a highly productive winger, you got to go. I'm keeping Jamie Gittins over you because Jamie Gittins has the promise. And that's my feeling. It's like, Neto, there's nothing I doubt about your ability. You are a top player. You're going to play in the World Cup this year. And then maybe we can sell you for more money. Hopefully, Roberto Martinez starts you and we'll get it. But you're not it, man.
What type of team is Neto going to if he's getting sold?
That's a tough one because Chelsea is the best team he'll play for.
Right. So hear me out. Why did I not sell Garnacho though?
I don't know, you have this deep-seated hope for Garnacho to be some kind of guy. He is an absolute sell. If I told you to sell one attacker, I'm selling Garnacho over Delap. That's how crazy. That's how done I am with Garnacho, for sure. Even though we got Delap at 100%, we got Delap at 100% and Pedro Neto at 100%. I think there's definitely more than just us voting in here.
It was, you know what it was? It was when Racine decided to call him world class. That's when people were like, yo, cut it out.
Cut it out. You've got to go. Yeah. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. So Mark Guiu, I'm surprised it's not 100%. It's not that he's not a good player. It's just that you're never going to be in a position, we're already thinking about other strikers. Nobody's like, man, what about Mark Guiu? Let's give him a shot. No, bro.
So then as a player, do you stay with Chelsea because of the name and you're like, hey, I just get to show up for practice, this and that? Or do you just go to a team in the championship where you can be the star?
The championship is crazy. I mean, he can go to a Sunderland. He can go back to Wolves. He's got a lot of play. Well, Wolves will be in the championship, but he can go places. He could go to Brighton easily and ball out. Like, I think there's
or do you just stay with Chelsea for a little bit more clout? Like, what do you do? Depends on your goals as a player, you think?
I think this was the step he needed coming to Chelsea to like firmly affix himself onto the world stage.
Okay.
Like, again, he's now on he was French player for Portugal. Now he's on the Portuguese team. He started a couple games. There's a really good opportunity for him to start in the World Cup just based on his industry, right?
Talk about Neto right now.
Yeah, Pedro Neto. Oh, is that who are you talking about?
The last about Mark Gue.
Oh, Mark Gue. I'm sorry. I'm so Neto focused. No, Mark Gue.
Oh no, I would never. No, Neto would never play in the championship.
Yeah, Neto doesn't.
No, I would never.
Yeah, Mark Gue's got to go. Yeah, Mark Gue. Yeah. Like, so what we'll do, I think we still invested in him. He's a Barcelona player. There's probably still a lot of promise on his metrics, right? Okay. I think it's like a sell him to, and again, you can sell him to France, sell him to Strasbourg, okay. or you know.
Yeah, that might be the goal.
Or I'm sorry, loan him to somewhere because we're not going to get a lot of money out of him.
Okay.
You know, we got Delap Hater loves Gue. He says he's 10 times a player. Adam says when Delap gets the ball in the dying moments of the game, I just turn my TV on.
No,
it's facts though. Delap, and it's crazy too, because to your point, Alexis, it's like, all right, we're tired. Oh, we're down a goal, or maybe we're drawing and we just need something. And Delap comes on and somehow he gets like a breakaway, or he gets like he'll do something. He'll like shield it, turn his defender. And we're like, oh shit, Delap. But it's Delap. Right. And it's like, it's never going to be a goal.
He also has a lazy disposition.
He's definitely got a lazy disposition. And funny enough, the scouting report on him is that he is a workhorse, but he just looks lazy. He just looks like it's not even disinterested. It just looks like ineffective. Like if ineffective were a face, that's Liam Delap.
True.
Let's keep it moving. Thank you guys for participating. I just want to remind more people are tapping in. If you want to participate in the survey, I didn't mean to thumbs down it, but it's right here. Go ahead and hop on the interwebs and type in minty.com, use the code. We got a few more questions here, Alexis. Take a look at this. You can also scan this QR code above if you guys are interested. We last won the Premier League in 2016, 2017. Okay. This is the team. Now, you know, I've done the Champions League comparison already, but now I want you guys to take a look and compare some of the players that we have currently with the Premier League winning team of yesteryear. And this is a good start. Who would you rather have, Diego Costa? And this is a good start because they're both Brazilians. Costa or João Pedro? Throw it in there and let me know.
I put Costa just because, like, João, I mean, yeah, he's having a great season, but
good.
I'm not.
Maybe between good and great.
Hey, no. He's got 15 goals. I think he's got 18 goals in all.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a great first season.
He's having a great first season for sure.
But I want to chill out. Like, I'm not gonna say, okay, he's having a great first season. He's our end all be all striker. This is not like, no, I want to see him develop as a player. So because of that, I'm gonna choose Diego.
Diego knew who he was. He was so strong in who he was. Mm-hmm. He wasn't the most excellent goal scorer. He was a great finisher, but like he wasn't just, he did get 20 goals a season. But more than that, he was our heartbeat. He was the one who set the tone. I'm gonna go in and stomp on somebody's Achilles and bark at them as I do it and let them know that like we're not playing games.
And I love João, like the technical bits. Like, of course, I love that. I
love the pretty play.
But he needs time, and I think the biggest issue fans have is we don't actually give players time to develop before we make these huge statements.
Yeah. If the team stayed the same, this current team, and we had Diego Costa, do you think we would be in a different position in the league?
No, I don't think this is a matter of our goal scoring ability.
Yeah.
I don't think where we are at is. And I think even the stats would show that, like our goal differential is bigger than Man United's and is also bigger than Villa and Liverpool's. So it's like scoring goals hasn't been our issue.
Scoring goals hasn't been the problem. It's finishing games. It's playing defense. It's that. Speaking of, we're not at defenders yet. Let's see. I think this is a relatively good comparison, even by name. Pedro Neto or João Pedro? I mean, I'm sorry, Pedro Neto or Pedro? Ooh, she said, I know who I'm
Pedro
picking.
Neto, his speed, man.
Pedro Neto's speed is next level.
His
I
speed.
think when I saw Pedro at Barcelona, I thought he was a fringe player. And when he came to Chelsea, he showed us that there's levels to the game. So I would 1,000 times pick Pedro over Pedro Neto.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, and again, maybe I'm just thinking shades of the brilliant moments, but better footwork, better game awareness, worse speed. But I think about that finish that he did where the ball came over and he backheeled, looped it.
Right.
Like, it's just like he was a moments player, like certain times. And again, even Pedro Neto had his moments this year. Like, he's had a hat trick in the Carabao Cup. He's he scored some goals. He scored a big goal for us last year. I want to say it was against like Fulham or something to win the game. So this one is actually a tough one. And I don't know if it's just us two who's voted, or if other people are kind of torn between it too. But I think it's actually a little tough one. But I like this one. I'm glad that we have a tough
says
one.
nobody fears this Chelsea, and I agree.
I agree. And that's kind of back to the point of having a Diego Costa in. Like,
right.
At least center backs are gonna be like, oh God, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, like I got to deal with this guy today. Nobody fears anything we got going on. I appreciate everybody tapping in. We're gonna keep it moving with the surveys. So just tap in when you can. This is an interesting one. Both captains, both the heartbeat of our teams. Man, I think, was that you?
Yeah, Reece James, all the way.
all day, Reece James. So this might be our first collective current team member who we'd rather have. Again, your best ability is availability, and hopefully Reece's his hamstring heals faster. But
it's crazy that he's been with Chelsea since he was a boy.
I know. That is just proper Chelsea. Like, I love Dave too. Like, proper freaking Chelsea. But
so sweet.
Reece was probably the best understudy a man could ever have, and became that guy. So yeah, 100% for Reece. We're gonna keep it moving, guys. Again, if you're voting, vote. But we're gonna just plow through these because we're moving. What do you got here? Nemanja Matic, Enzo Fernandez. Now, Enzo could have been compared to multiple players.
Okay.
Fabregas. So I left Cole Palmer out of this. I left Thibaut Courtois out of this.
Okay.
And I left Fabregas out of this.
I put Matic.
I also left Eden Hazard out of this because we're not
fair.
Yeah. We're not doing no comparison.
Yeah.
That is incomparable.
Yeah, there we go.
I think I agree with you on the Nemanja Matic. It's just like, what you're getting.
Yes.
You're getting. He's a workhorse. He's like a true number 8. Enzo is like an 8 to 10.
Yeah.
And he's not good enough to be our 10, but he's not good enough. He's not really our 8 either. He's good in this delap system with the 3 midfielders, but.
I think the biggest difference with all these players from this 2016-17 season is like consistency. Like, you just aren't seeing that in our players. Again, probably because of our youth, things like that, managerial changes, this and that. But like, people who you can rely on. Like, we're picking these because we can rely on you.
You know what you're getting. I know he's going to put in a tackle. I know he's going to control the ball, control the field. I will say, because our team is so young, I do want you to think for the rest of these survey questions about potential too. We might as well throw in the potential.
Okay.
Let's see. Gary Cahill or Levi Colwill?
Oh my gosh.
This one's an interesting one, huh?
Yeah, I'm curious. Who are you picking?
I'm actually, I had it in my head, but now I'm torn. Now looking at them, I'm kind of like torn, but I think I'm going to go Colwill.
I was actually thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Colwill was really good for us last season. He
was always solid, but again, Colwill was good for us last season. Again, like, maybe complained a bit too much to the ref, but I give him grace for that. but no, he's a player. He's a player, and he's young too. He's 20. Alexa, how old is Levi Colwell? 22. Maybe.
Levi Caldwell, a TikTok star.
No, never mind. No TikTok. Alexa, you can never rely on your AIs, man.
Oh, actually, Google. I'm curious how old he is. Not right
yeah.
when we heard the TikTok star.
Yeah, I guess there's a Levi Coldwell on TikTok who's doing his thing. Some folks joining in on Instagram. What's up, y'all? You can always find us. We're here in youtube.com/@eatprayball. And you don't need to come over here, but follow the instructions right here at the bottom of the screen if you want to participate in the remainder of the survey. How old is Levi?
23.
23. He's young, man. Yeah. I prefer Colwell over.
I'm reading the Lap Hater. He goes,
oh.
He goes, you're the one always talking about availability is so important. And now you're picking Colwell.
Now you're picking Colwell. Yes, but Levi, that was an unfortunate thing. That's not really as much as a
tearing your ACL, I feel like is different than the other
the hamstrings, the constant muscular injuries and
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
Tearing your ACL is just it's still a freak accident that happens more often, but
it is.
But I think Colwell, again, Cahill, great for us, very solid player. But I take Colwell. Let's keep it moving.
Ooh,
Marcus Alonso and Cucurella. Like we thought the Azpilicueta and Reece James was interesting. Yeah.
I also chose Cucurella. I think Cucurella is world class.
I think. I don't know. I wouldn't go
crazy.
I don't think it's crazy.
I actually don't care if it's crazy because I back Cucurella. Hear me out. Cucurella, I think he is fantastic defensively. Obviously, we saw him lock up Yamal. He hasn't been in form lately. I think that's just been because of so many games. Yeah. But Cucurella scores goals. Are we forgetting
Cucurella
this?
scores goals. Now, granted, Marcus Alonso scored a lot more goals, and he was a great dead ball specialist.
Right.
But we have that in Reece James, and Marcus Alonso was a liability defensively. We had to put him at like left wing back. He could only play a specific position. He would never be a left back. You know what I mean? So to that point, and again, he was one of the biggest parts of that winning team. I think he had like 5 goals that season.
Right.
But like you said, Cucurella can score. Cucurella can defend. Cucurella gets up the field. Cucurella inverts into the midfield. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is time to give Cucurella his flowers and give him world class. Because when I think about left backs around the world.
Yeah, I mean, people are going to say Nuno Mendes, things like that. But my thing is, I think Cucurella is probably also at like 5 goals this season. Let me see. If anything, definitely last season. I'm curious what his goals are.
He definitely scored last season like 5 goals. I want to say he maybe has 3 this year, but solid. Like, and talk about consistency. He's our most consistent player.
Right. Okay, last season he had 5 goals. He doesn't have this many this year, but I knew he scored quite a bit last year.
Yeah. So our wingbacks are solid. Like our wingbacks are solid. Again,
yeah, that's not the issue. Yeah.
I'm hoping Reece can get back because of your best ability is availability. But our wingbacks are so solid that like we're not really worried about that. Let's do some fringe players, some bench players. Ruben Loftus-Cheek or Romeo Lavia? And shout out Ruben Loftus, by the way. I was a big fan.
Well, again, Lavia, I think the unfortunate thing, the reality of it is we still haven't seen enough.
Yeah, he's in the best ability is availability category too.
He's like number 1 on that list.
Yeah, but again, Ruben was injured often too. Ruben went from hamstring injury to then he ruptured his Achilles, and he's doing okay in Milan and probably a lot healthier, but still not really claimed that spot in Milan either.
Right.
I'm going Romeo off of the strength of potential. I think Ruben had all the potential in the world as well, but it was just tough for him. But this one's an interesting one. We seem to have a little bit of a split. Some folks are going Ruben. I loved Ruben, by the way. Like his game was the closest I could model after like my game. I know I'm a striker, but growing up I was more of a 10. But I was just kind of an awkward 10. Like I was a big guy. So then Paul Pogba was around, and I was kind of comparing myself to Pogba because I was like, I got foot skill, but I'm not a midfielder like Paul.
Okay, yeah.
I'm a run with the ball, get a shot off, find a pass. And Ruben had that ability. It was class. But I think I'm on the Lavia train. We'll see. All right, we got a couple more of these guys. Again, if you're just watching along and you're interested in participating or getting your own picks off, come on in, click the pinned link, comment in the YouTube or do it. Just a few more of these, just because I think they're fun. Oh, this is Nemanja Matic and Andre Santos. That was the one I really wanted to do. But we can skip past this. To be
Yeah, please.
skip on through. Let's do
Bruh.
Liam Delap and Michy Batshuayi.
Bruh
Bruh.
is all I can say to that.
This is actually a tough one because Michy's a cult hero, though. Michy's a cult hero. Nobody wants Delap. Adam said Kukurea knows how to make better decisions than Delap, Fofana, and Tosin combined. Facts.
Dang, not the
Facts.
combo.
Maybe I am tripping. Maybe it is time to give because Kukurea also starts for Spain, who won a Euro.
He's top. He's world class.
He's world class.
He's the starter. He's the starting left back. Like no one's replacing him.
Yeah, no one's replacing him. And he's starting left back on Spain. Like folks want to throw Balde out there all the time, and it's like, bro, Balde can't get in on Barcelona, let alone Spain. So
the issue is you can't have two world class outside backs and then your two center backs.
Center backs are just garbage.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah.
We hope. Speaking of which, Levi Colwill apparently is set to make his U21 debut.
Okay.
First time back on the field in damn near a year. So really hoping. Yeah, exactly. Great.
And then he'll get the summer off because he won't play in the World Cup. So he'll have plenty of time to recover.
Plenty of time to recover.
And get fit for the season. So that looks promising. And maybe that's a blessing in disguise because, again, if we have any more players playing the World Cup, I feel like our chances for next season just go down.
They just dissipate tremendously. We just need that.
So I'm okay with that. Okay, Levi, you're healthy and you get to sit out of the World Cup. Okay, you should be fit to start next season.
Let's go. And hopefully you've had the rest you need and hopefully you strengthen up. I have one more question for us.
Okay, let's do it.
And this is back to Adam. I told you I would get to this, but I want you guys to write in who you would prefer if it's not Rosenior, or you can write in Rosenior, but what manager would you want to see at Chelsea? Let's just call it next year.
Are we allowed to dream, or does this have to be real?
You can dare to dream. You can get Pep Guardiola if Pep Guardiola leaves, and so you could whoever you want. Dare to dream. I just what manager do you think would take this squad we have and do better than what a Rosenior could do? And this goes back to the question Adam had about what we think about Rosenior and if he's really the guy for the job.
I kind of wrote what I think. I personally think there's been too much criticism. I think there's been kind of a forced hate on him. But I will say I think he needs to be okay with working with the players we have versus working with the system he wants.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Man. Because I think we saw the errors obviously in Champions League that costed us the Champions League and even in these other games. And it's hey, we're at the tail end of the season. We just need to get through. It doesn't have to look like this beautiful system you want to implement because the reality of it is these players, I don't even think they have the capacity for all of that.
They do not meet the requisite level. They just don't. And it's unfortunate, but they just don't.
Yeah.
But they don't. I'm looking at some of the responses. Let me type in my response here. We got Luis Enrique. That would be really nice.
Liam Rosenior, bruh.
I did. That's me. Yeah. I just, even when I look around the landscape, we have a young team. I think Luis Enrique is a great coach. I don't think the personnel we have, he is the perfect personnel at PSG to be running that, kick the ball out of bounds so we can go press you offense. That is not our team. You know what I mean?
I guess we don't have that endurance.
I mean, Nuno Mendes, Hakimi, world class, Kvaratskhelia. I don't even know if. I mean, we saw Luis Enrique at Barcelona, really good, but again, he had MSN.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe he just has really good players.
There are some coaches who are just really good at coaching really good players, and that's a very hard task. Look at Thomas Tuchel. He didn't do the same thing at PSG with really good players, that he did at Chelsea with young players. You know what I mean? So you have to factor that in. I would definitely take Tuchel back as well. Tuchel, if he gets sacked by England, I like that response. That's an interesting one. Yeah, I would take Tuchel back just because I just think there's certain players. I would take Jurgen Klopp. I think he could make shit pop with us. Again, Jurgen had some really good center backs, Mats Hummels, Virgil van Dijk. But those are the things I think about. Whoever put Jose Mourinho, man, that's a pipe dream for me, but Jose would not be able to do it. Not with these players. I just don't think so. I talked to a guy who was driving my Uber. He had a Fenerbahce like little sticker hanging. And I was like, yo, Mourinho in or out? And first of all, he was flabbergasted. This is why I love football. And I love this is the eat, pray, ball in me, because you can just have a conversation with anybody just by seeing a logo somewhere. He was flabbergasted. You watch football? Anyway, he was like, Mourinho out. So Mourinho's just had a bad run of spell. I think we could do it. Unai Emery, interesting.
Heck no.
Yeah, that one's an interesting one. David Moyes, no. He's an Everton hero, though. Sangao is back. He said he wants an Ivorian. Which Ivorian? Who? Kolo Toure? Not Kolo. Yeah, Kolo Toure. Who knows? We'll get a. Okay, so he says he wants a new manager for Chelsea. Mais qui est-ce que tu préfères? Sangao. Write it.
But we all know, as much as we want a new manager, we know that, again, this is deeper.
This is deeper, and I think we can win a Prem with Liam Senior. I really do. I really do. It's going to be difficult because every team restarts next year. I'm going to be really interested to see what Liverpool does. You know, like Liverpool have a bunch of players. Like they're one of the best teams to be.
There's
so
a
bad.
vote right now seeing if who's going to be sacked first, Arne Slot or Liam Rosenior. Have you seen that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be Arne Slot, though. Especially if we beat them.
Yeah, how do you do that? Bro was just riding on Klopp's team.
Riding on, literally came in and said, rock and roll football, hey?
Bro was just chilling. He probably had Klopp's notes.
Dog, it's like, and Mo Salah had literally the best year Mo Salah's ever had. Last year, 34 goals. Like, yeah, you're not getting that again. So good luck with Isak and Ekitike. I think Ekitike is a baller. I mean, Schlobesly is a baller. McAllister. I think they got a lot of great players on their team.
They do.
I just don't know why Slot.
It's just like their cells actually made them like worse. Like you'd think it was making them better by getting Wirtz, Isak, all of them, but like, and then getting rid of your left and right back.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you're right. Frimpong hasn't really
and then
done
Trent
it.
left.
And then Trent's gone. And everybody was like, fuck him. We don't need him and all that.
The hate towards Trent is
Trent hate is insane. It's
crazy for no reason. No reason.
He's a baller. He won everything for you guys. What are we talking about?
I know.
He won everything.
I know.
Yeah, it's tough. Well, that's all the survey questions we have today, ladies and gentlemen. A nice long one, a nice long fun one for the international break. We all need a break as Chelsea fans. Even Chelsea haters need a break. But it's there's more to come. We got a really tough schedule ahead. Again, we come back from the break in 2 weeks, starting with City, and then we move on to United. And then
I needed this break, though. I'm being honest. Like I needed to not watch soccer for a bit, to be honest.
And quite frankly, this international break, I don't really like international breaks in the middle of the season, but this one is one to be excited about. I do want to remind folks who tune into my watch parties, we got France versus Brazil today in less than an hour. Oh no! Have you heard the new French song?
No.
You heard that one, right? That was the 2018 World Cup. Now they have this nasty one where it's just like Barcalo, Dembele, Dembele. I'm not even doing it right, but he's just shouting out all of the ballers France have on their team, and it's in a very this is Sparta type way. It's sick. If you want to tune into my live stream in about an hour, we're gonna watch this live. It should be a fun time, and I'm gonna be playing the hell out of that song. I'm gonna demonetize my whole account playing that song, but it should be fun. We got international break and we got some good games coming up. So let's take this time. Let's relax. We got 6 games left in the season, plus an FA Cup, very favorable FA Cup ties coming up. We play Port Vale next. I think it's really let me double check. It's Port Vale, and then in the knockouts, if we beat Port Vale, then we'll have to beat the winner of City and Liverpool. And then, or we might, I don't think we take the winner of West Ham and Leeds. I can't remember how the FA Cup goes, but the way the bracket looks, it looks like we'll take the winner of City, Liverpool. Let's say Liverpool knocks City out. I don't know. Who knows? But then it's Arsenal, Southampton, West Ham, and Leeds. So, we string together 2 good wins, and we could be an FA Cup champion. And then maybe this season is not so drawn out. Again, we came back from the international break last season in pure form. We won 4 out of 4, 12 points straight. Like, there's a possibility, man. There's a possibility. Andrew Soccer saying, Dembele, Cherki. Oh, yeah, that's what it goes. Dembele, Cherki, Olis. Like, it's just crazy.
Okay, I'm going to listen to it.
That song. It's actually like, it gives me goosebumps because as he like screams out all these players' names, you're just like, damn, France is low-key stacked. France is.
They are so stacked. Also, I really did you see the England ad for the World Cup jerseys?
So sick.
So cute with the boy and then like talking to Palmer. I loved that.
Yeah. Like guys, I know there's a lot of trepidation, just a lot of reluctancy around the World Cup. Hopefully this international break gets us back into the mode. World Cup is still going to be fire. I know America, not everybody's best friend right now, but
okay.
World Cup is going to be fire.
Turn.
Love it. I just want to remind everybody, subscribe. If you're tapped in on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You can find us on Instagram if you want to talk to us. That's where we do a lot of our chatting and throw up a lot of our thoughts just because the stories. I'm surprised YouTube doesn't have stories yet. I think that's just an interesting thing that they could easily do. But I would definitely be throwing stuff up on YouTube stories. Maybe I'll talk to the Alphabet Co about that. Anyway, yes, France, Brazil in less than an hour. Come tap in. I'm going to be live streaming it here. We got another good little week of rest. We'll let you know what day we end up doing starter bench next week. If we do it, maybe we take it. Well, I think it'll be ahead of the FA Cup match, so maybe it'll be worthwhile. Okay. But yeah, we're in the dog end of the season. 6 games left. Let's go.
Get out. We've been doing it all season.
We've been doing it all season. Let's just get out. Let's just push it. That's starter bench. Again, appreciate everybody for tapping in. Tap in with us. I'm your host, Matt Marshall, as always, and this is Alexa Janae. We're always here giving you what's new
and what's blue.
We appreciate y'all, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you guys.